approaching Goole. If you're leaving the train here, please take a moment to ensure you have everything with you.
Well, good morning, everyone. It only seems like yesterday we were just getting off at Dunkeld and Burnham on the Caledonian Sleeper. I'm glad to be back on the channel. It is going to be an absolutely fantastic day. If you haven't seen that video already, I will share a link. It's just popping above my head now, so please go and see that video of when we took the first stop on the Caledonian Sleeper at Birmingham International. So you'll find me here at Goole Station in Yorkshire. I'm looking forward to today because today we're going to be attempting to visit every station on the Pontefract Line between here and Knottingley. The service is very, very sparse. There's only one service from Goole to Leeds in the morning and one return round trip starting at Leeds in the afternoon, late evening-ish. First stop will be Snaith, so let's get going. I'm looking forward to this. We're also going to do Hensall and Rawcliffe as separate lease-use stations because conveniently one of them is North Yorkshire's lease-use railway station and also the other one is East Riding of Yorkshire's lease-use railway station. Please do keep an eye out for those separate videos. They will be absolutely fantastic. For now, let's head for the first stop, which is Snaith. I tell you what, man, I definitely don't do things by half on this channel. I thought I'd missed the bus at Goole coming up to Snaith because I'd spent so much time faffing on trying to get the perfect shot for the intro of this video. Thankfully, I was halfway up to the bus stop when I realised the bus was just pulling in about 5 minutes late. It's not often that I actually sort of be thankful of the late running bus, but on this occasion it was well worth it. Anywho, this is Snaith railway station. Opened up with the Pontefract Wakefield and Goole Railway in 1848. This is just a little, very quaint station, and it is just absolutely fantastic. There used to be a second platform, which you can just about make out on the opposite side. Wikipedia reckons there was a signal box here for the level crossing, but there isn't anything I can see that stands out as being the area or the site where the signal box was, but I will take their word for it. What I do find very interesting about this station and this line, I'm assuming, is that when the pre-grouping of the Big Four came in 1923, I wrongly assumed that this would have been transferred to the London North Eastern Railway. However, weirdly, it was transferred to the London Midland Scotland Railway. Who knew? There's not really much here at Snaith Station. You won't find a ticket office, you won't find a ticket machine. There is this lovely waiting shelter I'm standing in to keep out of the wet and rain. You'll not even find a help point. There's just a telephone number on the board that tells you to ring for service information. I suppose given the limited service, as you'll see as I'm floating the timetable here, that it is really that limited, so I suppose there isn't really the need for a help point. All there is at the station is just a solitary bin flapping in the wind. It is absolutely calm, absolutely peaceful. Also, one fun fact that you may not know about Snaith Station, quite a number of years ago, owing to the sparse service the station received, the council, in agreement with Northern, decided to remove the car parking charges, so the car park's now free. See, you get a pointless and fun fact every time we visit a railway station. Where are we heading to next? Well, it is Hensall. Now, I could wait for the next bus, which is in about 40 minutes. However, I would have to change via Selby to come back to Hensall. It's not a problem, but I'm in the mood for a walk. So it's about 4 miles. It'll probably take me about an hour and 45 minutes. So let's head for Hensall, the second stop on the Pontefract Line.
So we have arrived at station number 2 on the Pontefract Line, and I must say I gushed as I walked around the corner. So much of the original heritage has been kept on the station building. It is absolutely fantastic. You've got everything that points to the Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway, even just a little level crossing gate. It is absolutely fantastic. As I walked onto the station, you'll see there's just so much heritage, so much history, everything down to the little porter's truck and trolley. It is absolutely fantastic. The station, like most of the line, was originally opened up by the Pontefract, Wakefield and Goole line back in the 1840s, 1848 to be precise. It was then amalgamated as part of the Lancashire-Yorkshire Railway before being transferred to the London Midland Scottish in 1923 and then onto British Rail and then Northern as we know it.
Now, a little nerdy rail fact about Hensall Station. Up until 2014, it was one of the very last few stations that had electrical booming wheel gates at the level crossing. There was estimated only to be 3 or 4 left, and Hensall was one of the last ones before they were replaced by traditional automatic half barriers. The walk up from Snaith was really, really good. It was nice to stretch my legs. It was just under 4 miles, and it was just absolutely spectacular. I even managed to go under the East Coast Main Line at Templehurst Junction, and I was able to see a couple of trains, including a Lumo cross country and a couple of LNERs. It was just spectacular. Next will be Whitley Bridge. Yeah, Whitley Bridge. Let's get on it. The bus will be here in about 10 minutes, and we'll go and check off station number 3. Would you believe it? Whilst we're filming here at Hensall, the barriers have come down and there's a train coming. Come on, are we going to have a quick look at this? I'm really impressed with this. Cheers. Thank you. So this is station number 4 on the Pontefract Line. This is Whitley Bridge, serving the local town of Eggborough and also Whitley just over the bridge. See what I did there?
Our survey said...
It's me, it's my quirk, sorry. I'll not do it again, alright? Be more serious, be more serious. Right. There's not much to tell you at Whitley Bridge. Like most of the stations, they're unstaffed. No ticket machine, no help points. Barely a couple of bins, you know, this sort of remoteness. This is what I like in a railway station. I can just hear the birds chirping in the background. The distances of the cars on the M62, it is absolutely fantastic. As you'll see when I pan the camera around, it does have a second platform. We do get some trains through here, as we saw at Hensall, which will be up towards the Drax biomass facility side. So we may even catch another one before we head back towards Selby. I've given the hint where I'm heading next. Yes, we're going to be heading for Selby next. Unless there happens to be a bus coming up towards Knottingley, we'll go up to Selby. I want to grab some lunch and a coffee. We'll head slowly back towards Leeds and then ready for the evening train up towards Rawcliffe to do East Riding of Yorkshire's Leases railway station. I've already done North Yorkshire's Leases railway station, so please do watch out for those videos. Why am I chatting away to myself? I honestly don't know. I'm just chatting away, and it is just one of those that I just go off on a tangent like I am now. This has been Whitley Bridge. Next stop on the Pontefract Line will be Knottingley. So this is station number 5 on the Pontefract Line. This is Knottingley. This is the major hub of the route, given that most trains terminate here and head westbound either via Castleford or Pontefract Tandshelf. We're here for the 1836 service that will go eastbound, and we're going to be getting off at Rawcliffe. That is the final station on this line. I'm looking really forward to it. Definitely, I'm looking forward to this. Opened in 1848, April Fool's Day, 1848 to be precise. This was opened by the Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway, which then, within 2 years, became a major trunk route and junction, with lines heading to Doncaster by the Askham branch, Leeds via Castleford, and also York via Ferry Bridge. The lines then sadly dwindled owing to new lines being opened up between Leeds and York via Church Fenton, routes to Doncaster via Wakefield Westgate, and sadly there was the decline of the Pontefract Line over to Goole. Services back in the 2010s were reinstated via the Askham branch. However, the Doncaster platforms here at Knottingley have been demolished, so the trains can't call here towards Doncaster and London with Grand Central. Just east of the station we have a Knottingley freight depot. Now, the 70s and 80s, it was an absolute hive for locomotives and spotters alike, as this was the depot for the infamous merry-go-round service for Ferry Bridge Power Station. Now, if you don't want a merry-go-round services, it is literally that the train will leave full of coal, head for the power station. Once it's emptied out, it will then carry on back round, back to the coal depot to then load up again, and then just keep going round and round and round. Simple enough, isn't it? Well, today there's a mixture of Class 66s and also the biomass carriages for Drax Biomass Fuel Centre. That is what's running on the line at the minute. As we've already seen today at Hensall, that was a rare treat, so I hope you did enjoy that. If you want any more information on the merry-go-round services, I will include a link to BBC's Rail Watch, which there is a programme on YouTube about it, so it is interesting to watch about how these services were used to actually get the coal to and from the power stations. So we've got about 40 minutes until the train turns up. Fingers crossed Northern don't cancel it in the meantime, because that will be an absolute bummer hanging around all day waiting for this to find it's been cancelled. But nonetheless, we're going to head for Rawcliffe. We're going to do East Riding of Yorkshire's least used railway station. I'm looking forward to this. Let's head for Rawcliffe. Rawcliffe. Thank you. Well, we have finally made it. It is rather pitch black. The temperature's just dropped a little bit, but we have made it to Rawcliffe. This is station at number 6 on the Pontefract Line, and this is all stations visited. It has been a mammoth task today. I loved every bit of it. All the stations I've visited have been cute and have been quaint, and there's been some absolute fantastic quirks at every station I've found. Everything from the Lancashire and Yorkshire branding at Hensall to the tiny little platforms at Whitley Bridge and Snaith, and even to here at Rawcliffe. The private station building behind me just looks absolutely fantastic and of character of the Lancashire and Yorkshire Railways. There is only one platform here at Rawcliffe, and as I turn the camera around you'll be able to see the remnants of the second platform and where the track alignment is. There's really not much here at this station. Most of these stations, I don't think any of them have actually got any help points, any ticket machines, anything other than a poster with a telephone number in case anything does go wrong. This, with all the other parts of the line, was opened in 1848. And surprisingly, at the early part of the 1900s, it was actually quite a heavy passenger and freight traffic, with the inland port up at Goole, this used to see quite a lot of freight traffic through it. Since the line has been scaled back to a single line up from Hensall, there isn't much of the inland port being used at Goole anymore for freight traffic. I did get the chance to see the 153 going through, which was the track measuring train, and it should just be appearing on your screens right now as it just zips past me, as it nearly caught me out, but I managed just to catch it. What we're going to do now, well, this is the end of the video. I'm heading back into Leeds, where my hotel is for tonight. I could really do with a warm shower, really do with something hot, something greasy, something just filling that'll send me to sleep tonight. It has been absolutely fantastic. I wish I had more time to spend on this line, and I do wish it was a better service. I wish it was the service that it was in the 1990s, whereby there was 5 round trips a day, because I do think there was people in these smaller villages that would actually use the train. I'm not knocking the fact that I've enjoyed the walks in between stations, and especially from Snaith through to Hensall, especially seeing some of the trains on the East Coast Main Line. That was just absolutely fantastic. I probably got about 20-25 minutes for the train to depart Goole and come pick me up. It'll take me back to Leeds, and then I'm on to Shipley tonight for where my accommodation is. Please do keep an eye on all the social media channels. I will be announcing my next great railway adventure for February. I haven't decided where I'm going yet. I'm hoping I can do something special. Possibly a brand new station opening up at the end of February. I will keep you updated on that one, but I have got rumours that there is a brand new station on the horizon, so please do keep a date in your diary for that one. For now, thank you for sticking with us, and thank you for watching this video. This has been the Great British Railway Adventure, and I'll see you at another station for some more fantastic adventures. Take care, guys. Bye for now.